What is good, brain gang? It's me, none other than Muscle Brains, aka Raphael Josephs, back here yet again on another Wednesday with another reaction video. In today's reaction video, we'll be reacting to basic equipment that you should spend your money on when you are starting calisthenics, right? So I've decided to bring across this video on this reaction video onto my channel because of the fact that I think it's time for me to, step up as it relates to my level in calisthenics. Because I was at beginner, now I'm moving on to intermediate, right? I'm moving on to intermediate. Some of the basic, body weight workouts, them can tend to get a lot boring, and the use of equipment will help out as it relates to time under pressure, and what I say, increasing the weight that you are given. So enough with the chit chat. Let's get straight into today's video. Alright, so today's video, by the way, is done by Calisthenic Movement. I've done a reaction video to the Calisthenic Movement videos before. Yeah, and for the chit chat, let's get straight into it.
One of the biggest benefits of calisthenics is that you can do it everywhere with minimalistic equipment. In some cases, you don't even need any tools at all to get a workout done.
Which is true, very true.
However, if you want to get serious with calisthenics, you will definitely benefit from the following tools.
As I said before, because I'm transitioning from beginner to intermediate, meaning that I'm getting very serious about it, I'll need to know some of the equipment that I will require, or my workouts will require, in order for me to move from beginner to intermediate.
The first one is not even a real workout tool. Chairs are really good if you don't have any kind of equipment and still want to make your workouts as comprehensive as possible. The biggest pro of the chairs is that you can do exercises that are impossible on the ground. You can do dips,
which I've done this before. I have actually used the chairs in my house, or two stools at that, to make the workouts a bit, more complex. Yeah.
Knee and leg raises, step-ups, exercises to target your back and biceps, as well as calisthenics skills. Please always make sure that your chairs are stable enough and that you are sticking to a safe execution.
That's some type of NPC type of stuff the man just pulled. But anyway, moving on to the video.
Another good tool you can find at home are tables.
So whenever you're doing inclined or declined push-ups, you can use a table or a low wall, or something in your house that's low, like even the asak, isn't it? Or the chair, as in did said before.
Similar to the chairs, you got many different exercises that are impossible to do on the ground. In our home workout program, we follow the same approach. All exercises can be done with your furniture or no equipment at all. If you want to know more about the program, just head over to calimove.com. The next tools are push-up handles and parallettes. Push-up handles are great if you're looking for a handy piece of equipment that easily fits in a backpack.
Alright, so then I really want to start off with the push-up handles and also the parallettes. Those are the first equipment that I'll be starting off with, along with the resistance bands. Resistance bands, probably explain it in the video, so zip it.
They are also pretty useful if you're suffering from wrist problems. To minimize wrist pressure, simply use them in any exercise that you would normally do with your hands flat on the floor. Another benefit is that you can get a bit deeper than on the ground and with that increase the range of motion for many push-focused exercises. There are even push-up handles that allow you to rotate your hands during the movement, which can be great if you suffer from shoulder pain in fixed positions. Parallettes, on the other hand, are often a bit longer and higher. The additional height can be quite helpful to perform L-sit variations, full ROM handstand push-ups, and any kind of transfers between a supporting and an overhead position. The downside is that they are not that handy compared to push-up handles, and that it's a bit harder to kick yourself up into a handstand. The additional height could also scare you a bit in the beginning, but this should get better over time.
Ain't scared of nothing, my G. Ain't scared of nothing. Only God.
For some exercises, it can still be good to have a partner that spots you until you get used to the parallettes. When it comes to the height, we suggest anything between 25 and 35 centimeters. This height is not too high or too low. We also prefer parallettes with wooden handles, but this is more of a personal preference. Of course, you will find the push-up handles, the parallettes and all other tools from the video on our website. Just click on Equip and check our offers. High parallettes are the next tool. These are very similar to regular parallettes, but also offer a few more benefits. The biggest pro is that you can do more exercises on them. Due to the additional height, you can do dips, different row variations, leg raises, pull-up holds.
Yeah, so while we educate ourselves, isn't it? You can't expect me purchasing a lot of these equipment, which it now happen over one night or in a one night period where I get all of them because, you know, we live in a JA and the conversion rate are going to be quite hectic upon my pocket. So in due time, we will get there.
And even front lever training. The downside is that they need way more space than the lower parallettes, and that all kinds of handstand kick-ups, press-ups and transfers are way more challenging, even more than on regular parallettes. So always practice these exercises on lower parallettes first and make sure that you are able to exit the handstand safely every single time. Otherwise, you might learn it the hard way.
Good, Maggie? Is you good?
When it comes to the height, we suggest anything that allows you to extend your arms at the bottom of rows without touching the ground. Usually this is between 70 and 80 centimeters. Next on our list are door frame pull-up bars. While high parallettes allow you to do some pull-focused exercises, the pull-up bar actually allows you to do real pull-ups as well as hanging leg raises, skin the cat and other exercises that you can do in a hanging position.
Alright, so because of how my house is set up, or the house that I'm living in, I can't get the door, what I call it, the door frame pull-up bars. So I'm gonna have to purchase the ones that you have to actually drill into the wall. Yeah, we're gonna get there.
Also make sure you get a solid pull-up bar that you can attach safely, at least if you don't want this to happen. We suggest door frame pull-up bars like this one. They are safer than most telescope bars and you can also set them up at max height. The next tool are rings. Rings are the best tool for the upper body, period. No other piece of equipment offers the same usability in combination with utility. Rings are great because they allow your joints to move freely and don't force them into certain positions. Exercises that are way better on rings than on bars are uneven pull-ups, archer pull-ups,
Archer pull-ups? God damn.
archer push-ups, and false grip muscle-ups, to name just a few. There are also some bodyweight exercises that can only be done properly on rings, like chest flies, ring rollouts, 360 pulls, iron cross variations, and many others.
This is some real advanced stuff, bro. Isn't it? In due time, though. In due time. Isn't it? We are going to get there. Brain gang.
Rings are also very handy and cheap. Just put them into your backpack and train outside. You can fix them on beams, trees, and any other stable object you can find out there. The only downside is that the additional stability component makes supporting exercises way harder on rings. So if you are a beginner, we recommend learning all basic exercises on rigid bars or on the ground first. If you want to get a pair of rings, we suggest wooden ones with a thickness between 2.8 and 3.2 centimeters. Also look for numbered straps and a stable buckle. Next we got resistance bands.
Yes. Resistance bands. Take close attention to this one because I think this is the most affordable equipment that you can purchase as someone who does calisthenics.
When it comes to calisthenics, you can use bands to make exercises easier, like when training for skills, or you can use them to make exercises harder, like when doing regular push-ups. The most important thing about bands is the effect on the natural strength curve. For that we take a look at band-assisted pull-ups and dips. When it comes to dips, it matches the natural strength curve. It supports yourself in the lowest position, which is the hardest part of the dip, more than at the top. When it comes to pull-ups, it's the opposite. So the band supports yourself way more in the lowest position, which is the easiest part of the pull-up, than at the top. This is not optimal, but should be no problem if you include other beginner-friendly pull-up exercises into your workout as well. Good options are negative and feet-assisted pull-ups. One last thing you need to know is about the strength of the band. A thinner band offers less, a thicker band more resistance. Depending on the band, the resistance is somewhere between 5 and 60 kilograms. In any band you have a range of resistance, because the more you stretch it, the higher the resistance.
Stretchy like a rubber.
The last tool on our list are weight vests and weight belts.
So these two, I think these two are the most expensive pieces of equipment when it comes to calisthenics. So these would be the last ones that I'd have to purchase, or that I'd recommend anyone to purchase. But they're very essential nevertheless.
Yeah, adding additional weight cannot be called pure calisthenics anymore, but this is no reason to neglect it. Of course, weights are not essential, because you can modify nearly all calisthenics exercises in other ways. For example, if pull-ups, rows and push-ups are too easy, try the archer version. Some people still prefer additional weight because it allows you to do the basic form of the movement with a higher intensity. Weight vests and belts are both good, but for some exercises it's way better to use a vest, such as any form of push-ups and leg exercises. The belt, on the other hand, offers a better way to modify the weight easily, while weight vests are usually limited to a certain weight. Depending on the type, it can be a bit more laborious to add or remove some of it. We recommend vests with comfortable shoulder pads. This keeps the edges of the straps from causing excess friction. In addition, the fit of the vest is important to consider. A good vest fits close to your body while still allowing you to move freely. For belts, make sure you're getting one with a high-quality chain and carabiners. If you have no belts or a vest, you can also use a backpack filled with books or water bottles.
I love the North Face backpacks, isn't it? North Face backpacks. They're so neat and nice. Isn't it? They're just well comfortable also. Easy to carry around. So I'd recommend anyone to get a North Face backpack. North Face, isn't it? See me, shout me up for a quick brand deal.
Alright guys, these were the most important tools for calisthenics. If you are short on money, we suggest getting rings, because they are cheap and offer the most bang for the buck. If you are an absolute beginner, you could also stick to high parallettes in combination with the door frame pull-up bar. Only make sure you are able to do pull as well as push exercises. Of course, we also included options for all of these tools in our calisthenics workout programs. No matter if you want to train on rings, do weighted calisthenics, or train with no equipment at all, we got you covered. Just head over to Cali.
Alright, shout out to my G. W video, isn't me? So I hope you all got your books, your pens out, and started writing down on the list the type of equipment that you are going to need and that I am also going to need moving forward, stepping up as it relates to calisthenics. Alright, so thanks for watching today's video, Brain Gang. It's me, Muscle Brains. I am out. Peace.